Hello, and welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. I'm your host, Tom, and today my son picked out, I'm kind of excited for this one. Part of my shopping spree, I found wild turkey. Now, most people have had wild turkey. Wild turkey's been around forever. This is brewed by Eddie Russell down in, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And this is 81 proof. And I've never had any of the wild turkey products, even though they've been on the market. I don't even know when. They've been around forever. Like this was back when I was a kid. I remember people were talking about wild turkey back then. So, but I've never tried them. So I'm kind of excited to try this one. I know everyone raves about Wild Turkey 101, but I've never had the regular one either. So I'm really excited to try this one. So here we go. This was, again, 81 proof. This one, what was it? 750 milliliter. And it was right around $20.99 when I bought it. And again, I was talking about prices before. And I'm just telling you, just for reference sake, of what I found it for. I live in Massachusetts, so of course what I can get it for, and someone who probably lives down in Kentucky could certainly get it for a lot cheaper than what I'm probably paying it. But I just put it for reference sake because then I can compare it later on to find out on my first one with a cork. Find out, quite frankly, the reason I'm doing all this anyways is really, how much more flavor or more taste do you get depending on what tier of whiskeys, price tier or, flavor-wise. But let me try. Turn it this way for you. All right, let's see what I can get. I know my last couple, I haven't got a whole lot of smells out of any of them, but. I don't have a Glencairn yet, and everyone says, my sister-in-law commented on my cups. I always had these Kool-Aid cups, and a fun little story while I'm doing this. I'm gonna pour some in there, and this used to be my vacation whiskey cup. I'd fill it with ice, fill it with whiskey, and this is what I drank everywhere when I drove around the country. But I don't know if it's the shape of the cup. I didn't think the plastic would work, but I swear I get better smells out of it. I just wanted to see in there. She told me I shouldn't have the cups behind me, but sentimental value. My son told me I should only drink out of my vacation cups. I shouldn't be drinking out of the glass ones. I do on this one. I do smell the caramel. I smell a caramel, or what I'm picturing is caramel, like a vanilla. It smells delicious actually, but I'm gonna try to give it a try. I'm trying to go back off of and again, it's hard to do when you're not doing them back to back, but like the actual feel of it as I was swishing in it, like whether it sits on your tongue or whether it just slides right down. Got to be honest with you, I know everybody hates the word smooth and stuff like that, but this one to me could be this one could be problems. This one was actually very easy to drink. It didn't have a long follow through. Like it didn't linger. Like the flavor itself kind of went down with the liquid. It didn't really have a long lasting taste, but. Or finish, I should say. Like where it didn't seem to linger. Second sip's always better. I don't know why that is, but it seems that that way it already coated everything, so that way you get a little more flavor. I personally find this absolutely delicious. I'm not getting huge, and maybe it's just me. I could be broken. Maybe I have to break into I'm not a big baker. So when it comes to all the bacon spices, it does have a nice flavor and a nice taste. Uh, Going down, it's actually really good. To me, I'm just trying to picture it in my head. I'm trying to compare it to the ones I've had in the past over here, the other ones that I've had recently, so that I can actually have the thing. I mean, this is very good. Again, it's not super expensive because again, this is what did I say? 750 milliliter. Yeah, 750 milliliter. It was $20. It's actually really good. Um, I know on it. I know some people say I'm not getting the pear, the fruity end of it, but I do still think that I get more smell out of the plant. I don't know if it's the shape of the cup or not. That's nice. That's actually there is a lot more flavor and taste. Like I said, when I drank the early times, I found like it was just like drinking. It reminded me a lot of like a Canadian whiskey, and this one you get more of the traditional bourbon. You get the flavors in there, like where you can taste. Like I don't, not so much like a vanilla to me. To me, I feel like but it's again, I'm not getting a super strong flavor on it either. It's subtle, but I feel like it's in there. But this does have like a certain little spice when it hits you. It's not like bland by any means. Like it kind of, it's only one proof more than the other ones that I drank. So that's delicious. That's actually really good. That coats when you leave it in there. It leaves a nice little thing. And now I'm getting that nice. I'm not getting a. There's no heat at all. Like there's nothing. It's just nice. It's smooth. It's actually really good. I actually like this one. I've never had it before, and I can see why it's been around for generations. This one. I have to say this is the best one I've had yet. Out of the three that I'm reviewing so far, I'm gonna go with I like this one the best as far as I think it has the most flavor. Um, and I apologize if you came here to try to watch me tell you exactly. I'm not gonna Google it. I don't want to find out exactly what this is supposed to say. It tastes like. In fact, my son told me, "Oh, if you look at the back of the bottle, it'll tell you." I didn't even want to look to see because he mentioned pear. That's why I mentioned pear earlier. I don't want to know what I'm supposed to smell. I want to see if I can actually smell and taste it. But my main reason for doing this is, again, I drank, I would throw it on ice and I got it in me. I wasn't looking for flavor. So my whole goal in doing all this is to try to see, is it really worth to step up in money, but to step up your game in as all the other people are doing, you know, if you pay more or are they better? That's the bottom line. Is it a better bourbon than this one right here that you can get for $15 for a 1.75 liter? I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. Like I could have easily make this one a daily drinker. This one actually is very good. Very good. I'm not going to say I don't like this one. I still do like that one. I'd have to go back to back and maybe in a future episode if you want to see that. I would like to do like the battle of the lower end bourbons. Like I have a handful. I did a shopping spree. So I'm going to try to set up so that I will have a generous amount up here to choose from. But in the future, I would like to do that, and hopefully I can get some special guests to come over and try it with me. And again, I'm a certified whiskey noob. I am 100% new at this. I'm inspired by all the talented people out there that can take something and say, oh, this, that, and that. I'm not going to have all the information. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to tell you whether I like it or don't like it, and I hope you enjoy it. So if you do enjoy that, I wouldn't mind. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try to put out as many videos as I can, and on this one, I definitely give this 2 thumbs up. This is definitely going to go onto my shelf over here, and it's going to go into the top spot. In fact, I've been leaving them on there, and I've been sliding them down. The top spot so far went to this one, to 10 high, and I'm going to say the Wild Turkey Straight Kentucky Bourbon is now going into my top spot as far as out of all the ones that I've drank so far, the ones that I like the best. So there you go. There is my review. There is, this is probably so common, everybody's already tried it, but hopefully you're like me and you haven't tried these things. But I'm graduating from, this is one of my first glass bottle reviews, you know what I mean? As far as, I'm going from the bottom end. So this right here, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. And if you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. I think it, for the money, I think it's a very good bourbon. So that being said, as always, let me talk. As always, spend less, drink more. Hope you have a good night.